Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery. Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Happy Monday. I am so happy to be sitting back in the studio with Steve Migs, Danny, and Sarah.
Just be honest. You're happy to be in an air-conditioned studio.
Yes, I'll stay here all day.
Yeah.
We might roll out cots.
This Taryn's a workaholic now all of a sudden. She just doesn't leave.
You guys, it is going to be like uncomfortably hot the next couple of days.
It has been already, yes.
And I'm absolutely not looking forward to it at all.
No, a lot of people. Do you have air conditioning in your house?
So now that we've done our little addition, we have like a section of our basement that does have air conditioning. So we'll probably be camped out in there.
That's kind of. Danny and I were talking last night. We were over at Easy Street Records, and Danny mentioned that he has like the little air conditioner in his bedroom.
The little rolly one.
Yeah.
Does it work pretty good?
Well, yeah, when it's in a bedroom. We did not know this for the first, 3 years we lived here. And it was like we put it in the living room, and it was doing nothing.
Nothing.
But finally, we realized that we could turn our bedroom into a refrigerator, so we just kind of stand there.
Nice.
All times.
Yeah, I remember when I first got one of those rolling ones many years ago in my old house, and I was like, oh, this should work in the living room. And I realized, it's too open.
Yeah.
And we try to make it work, like Jimmy rigging, putting tubes out the window. It was just... It did nothing.
You just got to create a little ice cave in your bedroom.
Same as what Danny did. Yeah, just put it in the bedroom and just hang out in the bedroom all day.
Well, stay cool, everyone. Drink your water, and let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law, and today it's National Video Game Day, so stay inside, play some video games. You have to pick one video game to play on National Video Game. I don't think you're much of a video game player.
As a kid, we were a Sega Genesis household.
Nice.
And so I was a Sonic girl.
Hell yeah.
I could play Sonic the Hedgehog all day.
There's apps for it.
Really?
Yeah, I have a Sonic
Get
app.
on that.
It's kind of sad, but I do. That's the one nostalgic game. I love Sonic the Hedgehog.
What would your pick for number one be?
I'd probably go with a Madden game or I just always loved playing Madden. I would always get so excited to play it, and I'd play a season. I'd create the team. You'd be all excited to have the team that you have, and I'd always end up losing in the Super Bowl.
Oh.
What about you, Danny?
GTA 5, of course.
Grand Theft Auto, baby.
Oh, can't. I play it all day.
And Sarah, you're not much of a video game person either, I believe.
I do love Mario Party, though.
Okay.
Oh,
That
that's
is
a good
my
choice.
favorite.
Well, one thing we don't enjoy is watching the Seattle Mariners lose. And lose once again. I am getting so annoyed with this team right now because they're still in first place. They're still 2 games up on the Houston Astros, who thankfully are losing as well right now. But come on, Mariners, figure this crap out. Took extra innings for the Toronto Blue Jays to... Yeah, I know. I'm allergic to them losing too, Danny. It took extra innings. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Mariners 5-4. I think that's 5 straight series losses. They could have won it in the 10th. Bases were loaded. Cal Raleigh's up at bat. For a half a second, I thought he was hitting a grand slam.
Oh, yeah.
But nope, ended up catching it. Game was over. They're off today, thankfully. Back at it tomorrow against the San Diego Padres. One good news to share about the Mariners. Right-hand pitcher Logan Gilbert named to the All-Star team for the first time.
Watching that game yesterday, I could not believe how hot those poor players must have been on the field, and the record-breaking heat wave is still going to continue through today, through tomorrow. I think like 10 o'clock tomorrow night is when things are finally supposed to cool down. And it's going to be in the 80s after that.
Oh, man.
It's going to cool all the way down to the 80s.
I need to go get a winter coat. Dude, it was so bad when I was driving to Seattle last night. I think I was it was right when I get off of 405 to get on I-5. I looked at my car, the temperature, it said 100 degrees.
No.
I was like, you have got to be effing with me.
We're not ready. We're not ready.
And of course, over the weekend, everyone hopefully had a great 4th of July. Sad news to report about this guy in Bothell. I mean, you hear these kind of stories and you just can't believe that somebody actually would do this. But a 45-year-old guy, he died. He's from Bothell in a fireworks accident that happened over in Redmond because he was lighting fireworks with his family and decided to launch a mortar-style firework from his head.
No.
What?
Yes. I read this and you gotta be freaking kidding me. He put it on his head, tried to set it off, and well, it did not work out all that well. They tried to perform CPR, and he's not the only person that did this. It was in another town. It wasn't here in Washington, but some guy put also a firework on his top hat and thought it would be hilarious to set him off, and it ended up exploding and killing him.
Oh, no. Well, there was a small brush fire over at the Gorge Amphitheater this weekend. I don't know if you knew it was I think it's like the final tour for that group from Bellingham called Odessa.
Yeah.
And they had some pyrotechnics that actually set off a brush fire at the Gorge. It was during the final song, but they did have to cancel the remaining part of the show. Everybody had to be filtered out of the venue, but the pictures were wild. The video that people were posting was wild. Really glad that the firefighters jumped on it. Everybody was okay. No injuries.
I've heard of the band. My only frame of reference really with that band is that they wrote that really cool like techno EDM song that the Kraken play when they pass the giant flag in the arena.
I don't even think I realized that.
Oh, yeah. That song is awesome.
Pretty legendary.
It was kind of made, I think, for the Kraken games, which I thought was kind of cool. Hey, like you mentioned, the weather, it's going to be freaking hot. 90 degrees and sunny. The DMD is brought to you by Kia of Puyallup, and that's what's up.
Now, one member of this show tried to have a pretty epic 4th of July, and it failed miserably, and it led to a crying child. What exactly happened? You're going to find out at 6:20.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
We're all back together getting caught up after an extended little 4th of July weekend. A lot of folks took both Thursday and Friday off. That's what we did. Yeah. And Steve, I heard you had quite a 4th of July experience down in Puyallup.
Oh, it was so. First of all, shout out to your dad, the national treasure, because he got Tatum her first ever firework. It was the Princess Parachute, which is like those G.I. Joe parachute. You set it off, big explosion, another big explosion, and then out from the sky comes this parachute landing to the ground. So brought it home to her. She was fired up. This thing came, obviously it was a pink box, pink fireworks. So she's just excited to set this off, and that's all she wanted to do. So we're like, okay, we'll set one off on the 3rd, and then we'll set the other one off on the 4th, because it came with 2. Set the first one off. She thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Oh. She was so fired up. She was like, this is amazing, blah, 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 blah. And then the parachute lands almost on our roof. Like it landed on the roof, but I was able to use a broom to get it off. Like it was like right at the edge. I was like, of course, the one place we don't want it to land, it does, which was kind of hilarious. Even one of the neighbors was cracking up. He's like, I don't think it's fully on the roof. And so we had to go in our backyard and we found it, which was great. Now she's obsessed with fireworks.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to go to one of those stands because she wants more fireworks than just the one parachute that we're going to set up on the 4th, which I was like, all right, you know what? Let's go. So we go to one of those big tents that's like in Puyallup, and we go through it. She is so excited. Like she's singing songs. I want to set this up just so you understand where the story is going to go. So we are in the tent, and she's just dancing around the tent, pointing out the fireworks that she wants us to buy, and singing this song. Boom, 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 I am fireworks.
Oddly enough, that's what Sarah was doing on that the same day with George.
Drunk adults and toddlers are pretty much the same person.
You've got a little pyro.
So we pick things that are, you say kid-friendly. And not like she's setting any of these up, but like we got a turtle that you light up, and it just kind of crawls and sets off sparklers, a unicorn, another one where it's like you light it, and it's a dog, and it poops. Oh. And,
kind of like the snake.
Yeah, it's pretty much the snake. They just repackaged it. Spoiler alert. So we get all these fireworks. We set off the other parachute one. She's all excited. We're like, this is amazing. I've spent more money than I have ever spent on fireworks because before this, I've spent $0. I'm not a big fireworks guy. Set off the dog that poops. She's like, this is awesome, Daddy. This is so great. I'm like, you want to do the unicorn next? Absolutely. So we set up the unicorn. I did not realize that not only does it do sparklers and smoke, but it also sets off a series of like firecrackers.
Oh boy.
So now she's freaking out.
Now she's afraid of unicorns.
And afraid of fireworks. So now she's standing in the garage behind my car watching, set up the next thing, which was this waffle cone thing. Set it up, more fireworks going on. Now it's full on hysterics. And I'm like, you have got to be freaking kidding me. So now she's like, I don't want to watch these anymore. I mean, mind you, we have the in-laws over as well. Like, this was kind of like a fun moment. First fireworks show for Tatum, and now she's just bawling. So she now wants to go inside. So now she's watching the fireworks in our house with my with Grandma, and just window closed, doesn't want to even hear them. And now it's me, Grandpa, and Sid setting off children's fireworks, like just 3 adults. Anyone who's driving by, like we're setting off a turtle that just barely moves and some smoke is going off. They're probably thinking, these are the 3 of the biggest losers.
Oh, my God.
Because they can't see the toddler that's in the window watching because she's terrified. So I don't know what this means for future 4th of Julys, but it did not end as we thought, especially when a girl's singing boom, 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 I am fireworks. This is not how we thought it was going to end.
I love that so much for you guys. Like, the neighbors are going to now expect like, great big fireworks shows from the Migs household every single year. Let's get those turtles, baby. Turtles on parade.
Let's get that dog that poops again. That was amazing. It's just like everything that could go wrong. I'm like, and all I'm thinking while I'm saying these fireworks off is like, I spent like about $100 and something. Oh. Basically, I could have just set the money on fire.
Oh, boy. So now the pink princess, is that something that she gets to like, do you get to keep the pink princess or do you just throw it away?
Oh, no, she has both pink and she was typical. If anyone has like a kid that's into LOL dolls, like it's like the whole thing with the LOL doll is you buy it and you don't know if you're getting a duplicate or not. Right? Because it's like you don't know what you're getting until you open the package. So the two fireworks, the first one, it's a little princess with red hair. She's like, I hope I don't get a duplicate on the next one. I'm like, I don't know if that's how this works. I'm pretty sure you're getting the exact same thing. So I'm thinking, letdown city. Sure as us. Princess Parachute, they've got it figured out. It was a blonde princess this time.
No way. Nailed it.
The little things. I had to get excited about the little things because it started off really good and then it just kind of fizzled. Crying child, 4th of July.
Well, happy 4th.
Thank you.
Rockaholics, we have a very simple question for you, but we need you to call us up now. 206-803-ROCK. We promise you, it is a very simple question. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Mix Show.
Rockaholics, we have a very simple question to ask you, but we need you to call us up right now. 206-803-ROCK, and we do promise this is, in fact, a very simple question. There is obviously a record-breaking heat advisory going on in our area.
Before we even talk about the heat, I just want to say it's been a lot of fun watching you struggle to be able to even speak right now because you clearly had an incredible 4th of July.
I had a very good weekend.
Yes.
I'm sipping on my lemon tea with honey this morning.
How's it working for you? Because from this side,
okay.
It doesn't sound like it's doing the job.
I mean, yeah.
As someone who loses his voice a lot, I'm just giving you crap, but it doesn't seem like it's helping you much.
You know what's so funny? I did hang out with Sarah a little bit over the weekend, and I saw her yesterday, and I had almost no voice, and I said, Sarah, please don't tell Steve.
Oh, like I wasn't going to be able to pick it up?
Don't tell Steve. I'll be fine by tomorrow. I'll be fine by tomorrow.
And do you think I'm going to like come in and yell at you over that?
Yeah.
You, what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Throw a plant against the window.
Here's the thing. As the day goes on, it will get better and better, so don't even worry about it.
That's what they all say.
But a record-breaking heat wave we are experiencing right now is going to continue until tomorrow at 10 p.m. Some areas are going to hit over 90 degrees today, and tomorrow it's going to be pretty nasty. So because of this, we have a simple question for our Rockaholics.
And apparently we're having some issues with our phone lines because it seems like once it starts ringing, it stops ringing. I don't know what's going on. What a great way to come back to work on the 4th after the 4th of July weekend, and our phones don't seem to be working. And also it seems like our machines aren't working.
Oh, good. There we go.
That simple question is, how did you beat the heat, Rockaholics? Yep. We want to know what you did to stay cool over the weekend, what your plans are for staying cool the next couple of days. Danny, I know you got the AC unit going.
Yeah, we do. And we basically, like I said earlier, kind of just turned our bedroom into a refrigerator. So, and when I say that, it doesn't even get that cold in there. It's like normal temperature.
Right.
I think we're right around like 70 degrees. But that compared to the rest of our apartment, which is about 99 degrees because we live on an upper unit. You know, it faces west. So right around 4 o'clock when the sun is just beating down in there, it just turns it into an oven.
Aye.
So, but I've considered just going and jumping down in the sound and cooling off.
I mean, we were at Lake Tapps yesterday for Tatum's friend's birthday party, and so we would go down to Lake Tapps, and as we're driving, like it's a little bit deeper spot so like we had to pass the lake a few times, and every time you caught a glimpse of the water, it was packed everywhere because people were just like. You don't have air conditioning, and also the weather's so great. So, like, it was so much fun being in the water. That was one great way to beat the heat.
We live just kind of up the hill from the Stillaguamish River, and same thing. That place was packed yesterday. So many people out just getting cool, and that's probably what I'm going to do today after work.
Just jump in the water?
Just go to the Stilly, baby.
Well, I know somebody said I went and saw a movie.
That's a good call.
Despicable Me, which apparently I didn't even realize that was going on.
I got to take Barrett to that because he is very into Despicable Me and the Minions right now. Loves it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Another person texted in and said, nope, didn't beat it. I've been sweating balls all weekend.
You know what's a great idea, too, is just to go to the grocery store. The grocery store is always freezing. We go to Thriftway, like in West Seattle, and it was it was just like this big shock. Like, oh, I just need to stay here.
Freezer section at Costco, baby.
206-803-ROCK.
See you there later this afternoon.
Our simple question for Caitlin and Chehalis is, how do you beat the heat?
Kitty splash pad from Costco.
Nice.
I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and so just send them out in the splash pad, sit with the chair, and they squirt it down with the well water.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Nice and cold.
I had a few people. Have you ever gone to like the splash parks?
Oh, yeah. There's one in Arlington. It's so fantastic.
We have one in Puyallup that's great, but it gets crazy over the weekends. Like kids are savages.
Yeah,
I get nervous for something. Like somebody's like the older kids. I'm like, I feel like you're a little too old for the splash park. Like we got toddlers running around.
Yeah, you get slippery in there too.
I just texted 206-803-ROCK. So I stayed at my side chick's house. She has air conditioning.
Wow. We did just get a brand new.
Did you bring your actual girlfriend as well? Like, hey, look. Sorry, it's going to be awkward, but here's the good bright side of it all. She has an air-conditioned house.
It's a good time for you guys to meet.
It's a time to introduce a threesome.
We did get a new splash pad and a new swimming pool, like a new kiddie pool, just in time for this. So It's a good place to camp out.
Somebody even said 2 years ago, I dropped the dollars and got Central Air, best investment ever from Rose in Tacoma. That was something when we got our new house. Like that was when we were negotiating. We put that into the deal. Like we need air conditioning. Like there's no way we're going to be able to deal. I mean, you can, obviously, but it just seems to get hotter and hotter in the summers here in the Northwest. Like 20 years ago, I feel like, you need a fan and you were good. Now, F that.
Well, it's one thing to beat the heat. It's another thing to beat Migs, Rockaholics, and we want you to give it a shot if you think you can do it. He has a pretty impressive record of 180 wins, 50 losses, and 25 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for Seattle businesses looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Dustin from Bellevue is. Dustin, are you there?
I am here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
All right.
For those playing at home, Dustin has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Beginning with F, what do you call a group of chickens?
Pass.
George Washington was the first president,
Flock.
but who was the second? Yes. Flock is
Adams.
correct. The month July was named after what Roman emperor?
Julius Caesar.
Yes. Which Midwest state produces the most cranberries?
Nebraska.
No.
Kansas.
No.
Pass.
Hello Kitty was created in 1974, so how many years has the fictional character been around?
50.
Correct. Kevin Spacey played Francis Underwood in what Netflix show?
Shoot. Pass.
The company BBC stands for what?
House of Cards.
Correct. House of Cards. Yes. The company BBC stands for what?
BDC.
Yes.
British Broadcasting Corporation.
Correct. What is the lowest ranking suit in the game Bridge?
A pass. Clubs.
Clubs, yes. What kind of animal is on the Porsche logo?
A pony or horse.
Correct.
Whoa.
Dustin, you got 8 correct.
Wow.
Woo.
I pulled some of those from nowhere. I don't know.
You did.
Yeah.
You passed, but then you came back. That was great.
Working hard out there.
I know. I think Dustin may beat Steve.
Ooh.
I hope so. That'd be a great way to start this Monday, wouldn't it?
Steve. What the hell's going on in here?
Nothing. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Beginning with F, what do you call a group of chickens?
Flock.
Correct. George Washington was the first president, but who was the second?
Adams.
Yes. The month July was named after what Roman emperor?
Jules Verne.
No.
Julius Caesar.
Correct. Which Midwest state produces the most cranberries?
Which Midwest? I'm going to say Illinois.
No.
Damn it. That's like the only Midwest state I could think of. Minnesota?
No.
Minnesota? I don't know. Pass.
Hello Kitty was created in 1974, so how many years has the fictional character been around?
50.
Yes. Kevin Spacey played Francis Underwood in what Netflix show?
So mad at myself. Huh?
Kevin Spacey played Francis Underwood in what Netflix show?
Stranger Things?
No.
Queen's Gambit?
No.
I don't know. Pass.
The company BBC stands for what?
British Broadcasting Company.
No.
No. Big.
Wow. Steve.
I'm not fully recovered from the 4th of July.
Clearly, because you got 4 correct, which is a loss, 8-4.
Oh, I got smoked.
You got smoked, Dustin.
Nice work, Dustin.
Congratulations.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Have a great weekend. A great day.
Wow.
Monday.
What?
It's Monday.
Where are you?
Not here.
Wow, I can't remember the last time someone spanked you so hard.
I'm just gonna turn my mic off.
Back away, just back away.
Not gonna respond to that.
Did you think of any more Midwest
No.
states? No. Okay.
Help me.
Wisconsin.
No.
North Dakota. You were close. British Broadcasting Corporation. Kevin Spacey was in House of Cards. Dustin got that correct.
I forgot about that show.
Yeah, I've never watched it. Lowest ranking suit in Bridge?
Spades?
Clubs, actually.
Okay.
And what kind of animal's on the Porsche logo?
Horse.
There we go. Okay. Well, you would have got that right, but you still would have lost.
I still would have failed miserably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
You get 2 more chances today.
Okay.
2 more chances.
I promise. The next one might be better.
Nice.
One of the most well-known celebrities got into a fight at a 4th of July parade, and it's all because of water balloons. And he's 80 years old. Who was it? You'll find out after Green Day.
The Daily Migs Show.
It seems like there is always a little bit of drama surrounding the 4th of July, but this might be one of the strangest pieces of 4th of July drama we've ever heard.
Okay.
Danny Trejo, who recently turned 80, got into a fight with some of his friends during a 4th of July parade after he and those buddies got hit with some water balloons. So he and one of his buddies commented on what happened after the fact.
I'm so sad that I behaved the way I behaved. I'm so sad that grown men got to throw water balloons. I don't think I would have even got out of the car if somebody hadn't yelled, "It's acid." I immediately got out to look at the hood, and then when I got out of the car, I looked, boom, then a balloon hit me, and then I looked up and I see a guy. I don't know, what in the hell is wrong with you? So when he grabbed me, I stepped back and I fell off the curb. I'm sad. Yeah. I'm just sad that there's still people like from the 50s and 60s that still feel the same way because no one else was targeted.
Come on, you got a classic lowrider in a parade. That's the last thing you want is to get water on it.
I would be embarrassed if I attacked an 80-year-old man and he's still talking and laughing.
What is happening? All right, so he was sad that he behaved the way that he was. He's just sad for the person. I can understand why he's pissed. I saw the video, and the water balloon hit like the windshield, and then and then when someone yells, "It's acid!" Like that's stupid.
Yeah, that's totally uncalled for.
But could you imagine, like you do this, and all of a sudden, even at 80, Danny Trejo scares me.
He is extremely intimidating.
He is, and the funny part is, he's such a nice guy from all accounts that you hear. Like, and I didn't get to meet him. Did any of you meet him at Pain in the Grass?
Yes.
He showed up to Pain in the Grass because he had his taco truck.
Oh yeah,
Danny's Tacos, I think they were called, right?
I think that sounds right.
So, Danny, you met him?
Yeah, I mean, for a split second, because like they had it all kind of gated off, and you kind of just went and stood there, and he was like signing things, and I was like, "Hey, selfie!" And he's like, "Yeah, man!" And he took a selfie with me, and that was the extent of it.
It was pretty cool though, because I don't think any of us had any knowledge prior that he was going to be there. That was a great surprise.
It was rumors that day. Like, did you hear that Danny Trejo's going to be here? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? His truck's here. He's not going to. The company's here, but not him. And then next thing you know, everyone's posting pictures, and I didn't end up getting a chance to meet him. But everyone who met him said he was an awesome dude.
Yeah, super nice.
But he's an intimidating looking guy. Still, he looks like a badass. If he walks out of a car after you like did something stupid, when you be like, "Yeah, tail between my legs, I got to get out of this situation."
Yeah, don't throw water balloons at that guy.
Meanwhile, he's getting into fights on the 4th of July with his buddies.
Well, you're listening to the Daily Migs Show, and we did find out, there's always going to be these crazy, really devastating, insane stories on the heels of the holiday. This one might be the most bizarre. A 41-year-old in South Carolina was killed after he put a large firework on top of his head. He was wearing a top hat. And
I mean, you don't need to tell me, but I'd imagine that alcohol was involved.
I would assume so.
Right.
There was a big explosion, obviously, and he had severe head injuries. Apparently, his wife was trying to get him to stop and not do it.
Oh, my gosh.
I just can't even imagine.
Stupid. Well, I mean, we heard the story earlier this morning. We talked about there was a guy, I think, a Burien guy who also died because he put... Bothell. Okay, and I think they were at a firework. They were doing like a fireworks party, or they were somewhere in Redmond, and he decided to put some fireworks on his head as well, which is the last thing even drunk Steve would never think, "Oh, I should put a firework on my head." I wouldn't even want to throw one of those. I got nervous when we were putting the poppets in our fingers and snapping our hands because Danny showed us how to do that. I'm like, what if I burn my fingers?
Oh God, we were so edgy.
I know. I showed it to my family, the in-laws. They were all scared for me.
Worth it.
Yeah, I took the poppet, put it between the two fingers, like, watch this, and snapped it. And they're like, what the hell's wrong with you?
So many things.
So, I mean... Yeah, putting a firework on your head sounds like a terrible idea.
Absolutely. I mean, the older I get, the more of an old fuddy-duddy I am with fireworks anyway.
Did you set anything off?
Not me personally.
Right.
And we have so many little kids in our family that it was mostly, smoke bombs and sparklers and I don't think we didn't get the pooping dog, but of course we had the snakes.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And even when I lit the firework that has the dog, it's a cardboard dog, and you light it and then it looks like it's pooping. Once I lit the fuse, I ran like as if I was just setting off dynamite.
Go!
I set it and I run to the top of my driveway. I'm like, all right, what's going to happen? And it just goes... And then there's this like what looks like a turd.
Oh, I love that. I feel like our 4th of Julys have become the same now with having 4-year-olds. But one of the coolest ones that we lit off was a minion.
Okay.
I think Barrett told me it was Kevin the Minion. And then it's like a fountain out of his head.
Yeah.
It was kind of adorable.
The little firecrackers go off as well.
Just little guys.
I swear they're all this. They just repurpose it with different packaging. That sounded exactly like the waffle cone one we got for Tatum. Did you see? Have you guys been to one of those tents recently?
No.
Technology is really, I mean, they've caught up. It's crazy, guys. So you go there and you pick out your fireworks and they have like a TV, like a 40-inch TV at the register, at least a couple of the ones that we went to, and a scanner. And it scans the firework and then shows you the YouTube video of that firework going off.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, this is freaking great. Like, what great technology we have here.
2024, baby.
It was cool to be able to like see exactly what the firework was going to be, but it was kind of funny because we're looking at the pooping dog, the turtle that doesn't really move, but it like sparkles. And I'm thinking like the people that are around us that are getting like the real fireworks are probably looking at these parents watching children fireworks on the video and being like, did you really need to see the video to see how this thing was going to go?
Safety first.
It was kind of fun, though. Someone wanted to know how it was the princess that was gifted to Steve for Tatum. She loved it. That was one of the few fireworks that didn't freak her out.
That's so cool.
She was so happy, and thanks again to your dad for getting that. It was awesome. And it was cool to be able to set. I was like, oh, man, where'd the neighbors that are setting off the fireworks? Because that thing is loud.
Oh, yeah.
And it's loud twice. So it's like, because boom, then it goes up in the air, and then boom again. And then next thing you know, there's the parachute.
A blonde and a redhead.
That was the princesses that were coming out of the parachute.
Now, Migs and Danny, you guys had kind of a fun wrap up to the weekend yesterday. You were at the sold out in-store performance by Slash at Easy Street Records. There was a great surprise while you guys were there, but it did lead to a little bit of an embarrassing moment for one of you two. We're going to tell you what happened at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
One of the first things I said to you, Steve Migs, and to Danny this morning was just how dope that photo was that you guys posted from last night at Easy Street for the Slash performance.
Shout out to everyone at Easy Street Records, first of all, for being there and setting it, being there. They exist there, but to set it all up, and it was such a great time. Danny and I got to be there for the Slash in-store performance, which was packed. And it was hot.
Like probably 90 plus degrees in there.
Everybody was just sweating. You could just tell, like, as you look out in the crowd, everyone's smiling from ear to ear. Cell phones are out because here you are, right? I mean, you're very close to arguably one of the greatest rock guitarists of all time. I
sure.
think there's like I don't know many people that would argue that he shouldn't be at least in the top 3, top 5. He's so damn great. And here he is with his blues band, and they sounded phenomenal together. It was like an acoustic stripped down set. What did they play for, like 40 minutes?
Yeah, probably. I would even say like 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the crazy part is like they only played like 6 songs.
But they were blues songs.
But they were blues songs. So, of course, Slash is just going and they're just grooving. And it was so much fun just to watch them.
And honestly, like, the drummer nerd in me, so, like, Slash was incredible, of course, but I could not keep my eyes off of his drummer, this guy by the name of Michael Jerome. He was playing one of those wood boxes, they're called, like, the cajones.
Yeah.
Which are, I mean, you bang it, in certain places that you hit it, it could sound like different parts of the drum. This guy was hitting that thing so hard and playing it in such a way, like, if you weren't looking, it sounded like he was playing a full-on drum set.
That's
he
pretty
was
cool.
So good on that damn thing.
Have you ever played one of those before?
Yes, I've done them before, and it hurts your hands after
Really?
a while. Yeah, because you're banging on wood. Maybe that didn't sound right, but
you are.
So before the show starts, they're like, "Hey, we want you to go up there and say hi to all the people that are there." I'm like, "Absolutely, that sounds like a blast." Like, but actually, we want you to not introduce Slash, but introduce Slash's friend Duff McKagan, who ended up showing up, which was really cool to be able to see 2 guys from Guns N' Roses, just buddy, having a good time, having a good moment. So I was really fired up to be able to introduce our friend Duff, but had a little bit of an embarrassing moment. So as I'm introducing him, all I wanted to say was, "Hey, everybody, show some love, give it up, make some noise, and make some noise for Duff and show some love." I think I said make some love to Duff.
Oh, yeah.
So thankfully, Danny, he recorded it. So I grabbed the spot. I don't know if you could hear it as well, but it was like one of those moments where I'm like, I got this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Say hi to everybody. And then I just completely embarrassed myself and encouraged everybody to have sex with Duff McKagan.
Please make some love and make some noise and show some love or make some love to our good friend Duff McKagan.
And the place got unglued when Duff walked out there. It made up for whatever stupid thing I said. They forgot instantly once Duff came out. It was great.
That is amazing.
And they were so good. It was so hot. The best part was all these people who got to go to the show. There were a bunch of people outside of Easy Street Records that wanted to watch. But the garage door, if you've ever been to Easy Street, they have one of those garage doors with the windows that's part of their setup. And all these people are like, turn the garage door up, bring it up. And, everyone's like, I don't know, we can't do that. Like, you're just whatever. And eventually shout out to Matt from Easy Street Records, said, screw it. And he opened up the garage door and the whole place just got unglued. Like, it was so cool to be able to, all the random people that were walking by were able to watch Slash and his band perform.
That's super cool.
So after the performance, we decided, hey, let's try and find some rockaholics that were there to get their review. And we ran into a guy named Nick. And here's his review.
Here with Nick outside of Easy Street Records. We just saw Slash perform. What'd you think?
I was freaking awesome, man. Being that close, watching him do that, playing blues, it was Duff set the stage, dude. It was cool, and just expectations were going in, they were high, and just blown away. It was a hell of a show.
Now I had to ask a very important question that you'll appreciate, Taryn, based on our interview with Slash.
Oh God!
All right, we got to ask you the $1 million question because we talked to Slash last week, and he admitted to not washing his feet. Nick, do you wash your feet?
All right, so actually there's an email with Sarah. Because of this conversation, I've dealt with athlete's foot all my life and started scrubbing them about 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of gone.
So Sarah changed your life?
She did, yeah. So.
Yes! You might be the first and only person that's ever said that.
All right, don't tell anybody.
I don't even think George has said that.
No. Yeah.
We converted another one, Sarah.
That's right. And George has never said that to me. So you were right, Steve.
There was part of me that wanted to go and say, make some noise if you wash your feet. Make some noise if you don't. But I was like, you know what? Everyone's been so nice. I don't want to rub anyone the wrong way saying up Slash. We also chatted with Matt, who owns Easy Street Records, and they've done these before, right, from Pearl Jam to Duff McKagan's Loaded to now Slash performing at his record store. It's a great record store. And we chatted with him after the Slash performance.
I'm hanging outside of Easy Street Records with the man that owns Easy Street Records. Matt, how are you, my friend?
Hey, good to have both of you guys here. Thank you. Love KISW. Love everything you guys have done all these 50 years. It's what I was brought up on as a Capitol Hill kid, so it means a lot to have you guys here.
Dude, Slash just played at your record store.
Yeah, it'll hit me tomorrow. Yeah, Duff's been a great friend of the shop for many, many years. And so, when he comes in, it's just a great friend, customer coming through the shop. But when he brings one of his besties in, like Slash, it's a whole other world. Yeah. But Duff took care of him, made sure that they were all set up, and Slash couldn't have been cooler. He was everything we all hoped he was going to be. Just a great dude.
Now you've had Slash here. You've had Duff perform here as well, Pearl Jam. I mean, you've had some incredible in-stores. If you could, maybe think of, first thing that pops in your mind, most memorable experience of having a band do an in-store here, what would it be for you?
Well, right now it's Slash.
Yeah. A little biased.
Yeah, all of this actually happened very quick. The Pearl Jam one, August 29th, 2005, that was a surprise show. Everyone that was inside had no idea what was about ready to happen. Mike and Stone and I have been friends since we were in middle school, so that meant a lot to me. But when the Sonics, the great garage rock band, having them here with the original band, that was monumental and something that I'll never forget. And Eddie Vedder himself would say that was the best in-store that you had here.
I live here in West Seattle, and you guys do the local bands all the time. Do you guys got any good new ones coming up?
Last night we had this all-girl group, Them.
Oh, I love Them.
Yeah.
They're great. Yeah.
And we had as many people here for Them as we did Slash tonight.
Well, I think I speak for many. You guys have always done it right here. It's there's something really special about Easy Street Records. Today was just another testament of how cool it is.
Tomato say to the little tomato, I'm just trying to catch up to you guys.
Baby, catch up. Let's go.
Years, man. Congratulations. KISW means a lot to this community, to this city, and to a lot of youngsters, myself included. It's one of the big reasons why we have an artist like Slash here tonight.
It was very cool. Matt's awesome.
Nicest guy ever.
And it was very surreal. Danny and I, because of how it happened, we did the introduction, but then we're by these steps that are right next to the stage and there's nowhere to go. So twist our arm, we're stuck right there pretty much on stage next to Duff watching this performance, which was really a pinch me moment. It was kind of cool to be able to watch, and Duff was just jamming out, having a great time watching Slash. It was an awesome experience.
Well, I'm glad you guys had such a good time.
Minus the heat.
Yeah.
Because I don't think in retrospect, I should have had a towel. Because I kept wiping my face. And I'm like, man, I hope nobody's watching this. Because we're just, everyone on the side, we're just drenched. We're just sweating.
Sweaty Steve.
But it was worth it. It was such a fun time.
Over the weekend, one of the members of this show put on a full-on festival at their house. And this included a stage, bands playing, and a DJ going late into the evening. We're going to tell you all about it after Stone Temple Pilots.
The Daily Migs Show.
Over the weekend, my husband Brad and I hosted the Camp Cash Summer Bash.
I have so many questions because I know you do this every year, and I always want to make it out to it, but it's so far, and it seems like that's not something you can just pop in, say hi, and get home.
I mean, it's quite a weekend. Some people were there as early as 4th of July and stayed through the whole weekend. We have people at our house still right now helping clean up and put things away.
Danny, that's the thing. I'm in the office. She comes in. I'm like, so how was the weekend? She's like, well, this person and this person are still at my house. I'm like, it's Monday morning. At what point do you tell them to get the F off of my property?
I think we just need to acknowledge that she just owns a commune.
Yeah, it's a halfway house for everybody.
It is a little bit of a commune situation.
If you need somewhere to crash, just go stay at Taryn's house. You won't even realize that you're staying there.
No. Well, we started this a handful of years ago to kind of celebrate our friendship with our Meltdown friends. They go to Summer Meltdown Festival every year.
Which is a big festival of music and art, and I've been there a couple of times. It's one of the most fun, sadly not happening in Darrington
this
at least.
Year, no.
But it was always a great vibe and a great experience.
So this was kind of our precursor, our little practice weekend for Meltdown, and I was very excited.
This weekend, you guys need practice getting wasted.
One of the most esteemed guests of the entire weekend was our friend Sarah.
And this was your first time going to Camp Cash.
My first one.
All right, paint the picture for us that have never been there. So Taryn sets up her home into a giant festival base. That's what it feels like.
Yes. So there is a stage built. There are wood sculptures hanging all around, bright colors, kind of everything and anything you could ever hope for. There was a bar set up. There was a face painter. There was fire spinners.
Oh, yeah.
She did me all up. She did George up. It is such such a vibe.
Now, is it a friend or do you just hire somebody out?
No, it's a friend of mine. My girlfriend Sage, she just loves face paint, and it was like black light,
yes,
black light activated.
Yeah. So then in the
what I love about this is that Sarah's not like
I'm not really a raver.
You're not a druggie.
No,
that's just quite what it is. Like you don't do hallucinogenics. You just like to get wasted and twerk.
Exactly.
So I love that you're there.
Yeah. So I've never been to the Summer Meltdown. I've never been. I mean, I went to the Gorge years ago. Like, that's not really my scene. But I'm always down for a good party.
And that said, she was thriving, living in her absolute element.
If you give me any type of music and alcohol, I'm your girl.
She was dancing to Craig Daly's band, my dad's band, Mojo Cannon. She was dancing with my Brad and his buddies were jamming. Sarah's on the dance floor. Then we had a band called the Wags. They were super fantastic.
There was this guy in a. This is what the vibe is. There's a guy in a unicorn onesie who had an extra one and offered it to me.
And you wore it.
Absolutely. So my unicorn onesie self is just on the dance floor living my best life with a bunch of random people I don't even know.
And it's also like one of the hottest weekends.
Oh, yeah.
And was there a misting tent?
There was a misting tent.
Yeah.
There was a kiddie pool.
Danny, can you believe this? No.
There was a splash pad going. I also told people now that we have a basement with like a little bit of air conditioning, like if you need to go get a little rest, go sit in the air conditioning.
That's the cool down room.
Yeah.
So on average, how many people do you think you had there?
We've had years where it was like 65 people. We've had years where it was 120. There were probably maybe about 100 there, Sarah, would you think?
Yep.
I can't even imagine the anxiety that my wife would have to have that many people visiting our house for a couple of hours, let alone 3 straight days.
There was a big seafood boil, all sorts of great potluck foods. It was absolutely amazing. And then capped off the night with a late night DJ. Our buddy Phil, Dr. Phil Good is his DJ name. He was doing DJ goodness until like nearly 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah, 4 a.m. Yeah.
And you were up the entire time?
Sure was. Well, 4 a.m, then the DJ stopped. Someone had a speaker, though. We sent George off to bed. I sent Taryn and Brad off to bed. Then I just hung out literally all day and all morning with random people.
Were you still up when George woke up?
Sure was.
Oh, my God.
I was most nervous, like, oh, my gosh, are we all going to use one bathroom in her house? No, of course, she had porta potties. So George woke up at about 6 a.m. to go use the porta potty. I'm just chilling in my unicorn onesie by the campfire with randos. And I'm like, babe, you're awake. Play cornhole with me. And he was like, absolutely not. I'm going back to bed.
It's too early for this crap.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. Like, I think it's cool, though. Like, you have a bunch of friends that have certain things that they want to contribute to this, like from cooking to face painting. Probably people who are like, I play music, so I'll do this, or I'm Dr. Phil Good and I'll play music till 4 a.m. Like, I think it's kind of cool that you're able to like get everybody to kind of pitch in a sense, to make this festival, this party happen. But do your neighbors think you guys are insane?
Well, we invite all the neighbors.
That's fine.
And they all come.
Do they still? I would think.
They absolutely think we're insane. I mean, sometimes it's funny because the days leading up when we're setting up, you can see cars driving by and going like really slow. Like, what is happening over there?
And I imagine someone's like on, like their passengers on Google trying to figure out what festival is going on right now here in Stanwood.
There's campers, there's tents,
well,
there's
then people
flags.
come. People come. I met a guy. He was great. Shout out Benjamin and something.
Something, yes.
And I was like, how do you know Taryn? He's like, oh, I just met her yesterday.
So you're just inviting everyone?
There were a couple new people. There were definitely a few new folks.
Excuse me?
Well, there was a guy that I met at my birthday back in January, and I invited him, and he brought a friend.
Okay.
I mean, we could just start flyering for this, like with random people on the side of the road if you want.
If you want next year. Yeah, next year we'll just make it a full-on radio station event.
What is so loud? I think some people just follow the music, and they're like, wow, what is going on here?
They do.
This is walking around Stanwood.
This isn't just my head. I swear, guys, I hear music.
And then they go back to their friends like that. You won't believe the weekend that I had. I was at a random person's house. There were face painters. There was this girl that was dressed like a unicorn dancing till like 6 a.m. And her husband, he was playing cornhole. It was crazy.
Brian, stop doing drugs, okay?
Dude, there was a guy that like talked to George and I for a really long time and then was like, all right, I got to go. I'm going to go by the river. And I was like, okay, have a good time. And then Taryn came up to George and I and was like, who is that? I don't know. This is your house. These are your friends. I don't know who that was.
You know what's funny, too, is Steve, you asked her neighbors think she's insane. I think Sarah, who enjoyed herself fully, also still thinks Taryn's insane.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I want to go every year, though. It was a blast.
Well, I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself, Sarah.
Woo!
We were rock stars on the dance floor.
Meanwhile, Danny and I yesterday are both like, yeah, I don't know if I can handle that. We were talking about like it's hot. I'm like I can't see my wife and Tatum enjoy, like they'd have fun for a little bit, but then they'd want to go home, and I'd probably be like, I kind of want to stay. This looks like a lot of fun. How about you take the car and pick me up in 3 days?
3 days.
Yeah, just drive separately.
Right?
Yeah, I'll be back in 3 days. I promise. Come back with like fluorescent face paint on.
Oh, there's probably still glitter on George's face.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, earlier, Steve embarrassed himself in the first installment of Beat Migs today.
Thank you.
He lost 8-4, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he's looking forward to redemption. If you would like to try to beat him, give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. He's got a Beat Migs record of 180 wins, 51 losses, and 25 ties in 2024.
The Daly Migs Show.
Question for you. What business couldn't use extra income? Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Right now, Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with ambitious Seattle businesses to become Amazon Hub partners. You and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area when it's convenient for you. And with each package delivered, your business gets paid. Sign up at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, and welcome to IKEA. How can I help?
Oh, my schedule is crazy. I just want some me time.
Maybe it's time to embrace the joy of staying in. With comfortable beds, pillow and decor, mood lighting, and so much more, you can turn your bedroom into the place to be.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
We've got you. Visit us in-store or at IKEA-USA.com/sleep to create your dream bedroom today.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for Seattle businesses looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Here's why April chose to vaccinate her child.
I think actually meeting someone who was not vaccinated and now has a lifelong struggle with a childhood disease really cemented for me that it's super important that we as parents continue to vaccinate our children.
Talk to your pediatrician or visit yvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Stacy from Mount Vernon is. Stacy, are you there?
I am here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
See ya.
Get lost, Steve.
For those playing at home, Stacy has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah. Finish the nursery rhyme title. Mary had a little what?
Lamb.
Correct. What band had the late 60s song Dazed and Confused?
Led Zeppelin.
Correct. The first movie ever to put out a motion picture soundtrack was what animated Disney film? Hello?
Little Mermaid.
No.
Skip.
Passat and Golf are both models from what car manufacturer?
I'm sorry, what?
Passat and Golf are both models from which car manufacturer?
Volkswagen.
Correct. Which of the 50 states gets the most annual rainfall?
Washington.
No.
Hawaii.
Yes. What rapper recently released a music video to his Drake diss track, Not Like Us?
Wrong genre.
Do you want to pass?
Pass.
Oh, Stacy, you got 4 correct.
That's how many Steve got right earlier.
Yes. I think Steve might get a little more this time. Maybe. I think he might beat you. But you never know.
Yeah,
He's
Steve,
a rapper.
he had a last night.
He had a last night
A late night last night. You might not
I think you had a last night night.
did.
And the night before, and the night before.
Maybe not firing on all
Not
cylinders.
that late of a night. I got to give a shout. The Slash thing started at 7. I was home by 9.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In bed, usual time.
I was in bed by 6 p.m. last night.
Because you didn't sleep all weekend at Terrence's place.
That's true. That's true. Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
Finish the nursery rhyme title. Mary had a little what?
Wow. Okay. Bailing this one in. Lamb.
Correct. What band had the late 60s hit song Dazed and Confused?
Led Zeppelin.
Correct. The first movie ever to put out a motion picture soundtrack was what animated Disney film?
Sleeping Beauty?
No.
Frozen?
No.
No, that's way too. Cinderella?
No. Passat and Golf are both models from what car
Volkswagen.
manufacturer? Yes. Which of the 50 states gets the most annual rainfall?
New York?
No.
Ooh, Texas?
No.
Hawaii.
Yes. What rapper recently released a music video for his Drake diss track, Not Like Us?
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. What was the most downloaded app of the 2010s?
Angry Birds.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. Apple Store.
No.
I'll pass. I don't know.
Which planet?
Farmville.
No. Farmville.
Fortnite. I was trying to think of it. Is it Fortnite?
No, it's not anyway. It does start with an F, though.
Oh,
Well,
that's something I want to say.
it doesn't even matter because somehow you got 5 correct, which is somehow a win 5-4.
Yes.
Stacey, that was closer than I thought.
Stacey, both of us not very bright today.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
I'm glad we're kind of all on the same not brightness today.
I think everybody is. I think everyone's on the struggle bus today.
Yes. The first movie ever to put out a motion picture soundtrack was what animated Disney film?
Come on, Danny.
Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King.
Snow
White?
I didn't say that one.
No, you said
No.
Cinderella.
Oh,
And Sleeping Beauty.
I said the other two.
Yeah. What was the most downloaded app of the 2010s? Starts with an F.
Facebook.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
You were thinking games for some reason.
Farmville.
And
Farmville.
Angry Birds was called.
I think it was popular, but not that popular.
I didn't even think about it. Oh, yeah. An app could be anything. Doesn't have to just be a game.
Well,
There you go.
congratulations. Somehow you still won.
Yeah. Certainly did.
Have you ever witnessed a total meltdown on stage at a show? Call us up now, 206-803-ROCK. This actually happened over the weekend. A very well-known artist completely freaked out on his fans. You're going to hear all about it after the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Daily Migs Show.
If you have ever witnessed a meltdown on the stage at a show, give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. We bring this up because of what happened with Busta Rhymes over the weekend. He went off on about a 2-minute-long profanity-filled tirade for a couple of reasons. He was upset people were not standing at his show.
Okay.
And he was also upset that people were recording on their phones.
Oh, so him and Maynard James Keenan seem to be from the same mindset. Not, it's just like, hey, just be in the moment, man.
we're just paraphrasing here, but he said to get off the phones, enjoy, and live in the moment. And we can only play one small part of this on the air.
New Orleans, y'all look like y'all tired.
The hell is that?
The reason why there will be zero tolerance for bull energy in here is because this is my first time in New Orleans at the 30th anniversary of the Athens Festival. This my first time, this my brother's first time, and it's my other brother's first time.
That's right.
Make me feel like we home.
Now, first we heard that it happened on Saturday. It turns out this show happened on Friday, because I was like, how is that even possible? Because he was in Seattle on Saturday with the Missy Elliott show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was very passionate in that video.
I just want that sound effect all the time now. If we're losing energy, guys.
Wake up. What, have you ever seen somebody have a meltdown on stage?
I have. One time. Well, I've probably seen more than one, but one that comes to mind. It was sad because it was Lollapalooza forever ago, and Hole was one of the bands they were one of the headliners. I think it was them, maybe Smashing Pumpkins. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But Courtney Love just started talking about Kurt Cobain, and it got really uncomfortable. It was just like, she was just pouring her heart out, but having a meltdown on stage in front of thousands upon thousands of people in New York that were there just, and everyone's like looking at each other like, I don't know what to do right now. And then all of a sudden the band went, and we're like, oh, okay, good. Now we can have fun again. No, it was very awkward. How about you?
I can't really remember a full-on meltdown, but I did go to a Stone Temple Pilots show where they didn't go on for like 2 hours after the opening band.
Yeah.
Because Scott Weiland was doing Scott Weiland things, and then when he finally did come out, he was like kind of coherent, and it was good, but you could tell he was whacked out for sure.
Danny, you've been to a lot of concerts. Can you think of one?
Yes, I can think of one that I was at, and then one that just kind of went viral online. And the one that I was at, it was Fall Out Boy in Albuquerque at the Sunshine Theater, which is, equivalent to like our Showbox, right?
Okay.
And towards the end of their set, I don't really know what happened, but one of the security guards was just kind of being really rough with like the people that were crowd surfing. And Pete Wentz called him out. And the security guard didn't realize what was going on, so he starts beating up like the road tech. Pete Wentz jumps off stage, starts hitting him as hard as he can, and all of a sudden the entire band's just jumping onto the security guard and beating him up. They get off stage, Pete Wentz just basically says, F you, and is like, we're never coming back here, and leaves. And we were just kind of like, what happened?
Damn.
It was insane.
Did they ever put out like a statement like saying, hey, this is what it...
No, honestly, and I don't even think you can really find the video online anymore, because I've heard that the band had them all scrubbed from the internet and whatnot. But this was like probably 2006. Like it was
nowadays. Good luck trying to scrub anything.
Right.
Yeah.
That one, and then the other
one was
the
Hawk to It girl.
The other one was the band The Ataris, when he threw the drum set at the drummer because the drummer was off. Now that one you can find online, and it's quite hilarious.
Well, he deserved it. These drummers, they need to figure out what they're doing behind the kit. Someone said I was at a rave at the King Cat Theater. A local DJ by the name of Jimmy Cricket was doing her set, and then out of nowhere, the headliner kicked her off the stage because he wanted more time, and he couldn't even sing to his songs because he was absolutely plastered.
Oh no!
Wow. Sarah, have you ever been to one where you sound like a meltdown?
Well, it was one of the most recent concerts I went to, and it was Nicki Minaj.
Oh, that's right.
Which was the most worst insane concert ever. And she, at one point, when she was super late to her own song, she came out, wasn't singing, and then told us, try to make a nice speech about how we shouldn't let little things get to us, and how someone backstage really got to her. And she doesn't normally drink, but she had to go take a few swigs backstage because she was so mad.
Wow.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was like that. It's kind of like you're watching them and you're like, I don't feel like I should be here for this. Like, I'm uncomfortable watching you do this.
You guys realize there's several thousand people watching you right now.
Yeah, do you cheer? Do you boo? I
don't know. Get more wasted, Nikki.
Let's do it.
That happened in Vancouver. My wife and I went and saw the Glorious Sons. Great band. and they were playing in Vancouver at the Commodore Theater, which is kind of like the showbox here. It's an awesome venue. The sound there is great. And while they were performing, there was one knucklehead in the crowd that was trying to like start a mosh pit, but was like, I think he thought, I don't know if he thought he was at like a hardcore show. He was just drunk. He was like throwing punches, and the lead singer stopped everything mid-song and just like had like a mini meltdown. And it was a real powerful one because he's like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like he almost had like a heart-to-heart with this drunk guy. He's like, do you realize all of our songs are about love? And here you are being the exact opposite of that. And he's like, if you can't be loving in our room, get the F out. And the whole place just like erupted because this guy was like, when you're at a concert and there's like that one person, like, can you just stop making it awful for everybody around you? Because nobody's having fun with you. You're just being that guy. And that guy was being that guy. And he got kicked out because the singer was just so annoyed with him.
Got to work on your self-awareness, sir.
Yeah, it's like, do you not see there's not a single person trying to mosh? Like everyone's just kind of feeling the music, having fun, and really just kind of celebrating the music of the Glorious Sons. And he's just throwing punches.
Ugh.
Like, dumbass.
The 4th of July was just a couple of days ago, but in some neighborhoods, you're still hearing stuff like that. Fireworks are still going off, which led to one person absolutely losing it on the Nextdoor app. So we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
We came across a post on the Nextdoor app where one user made a little statement about fireworks in the neighborhood that were still going off yesterday. And we have our wonderful production director, Jason, who, rather than just, us reading the story, he helps bring a little life to the fun.
I get it. For some people, the 4th of July is just a reason to complain about fireworks. But maybe take it from another perspective. This is a time to celebrate being American. Try enjoying the fireworks, the true sounds of freedom. freedom, and then, just maybe then, you will finally get it. Hashtag Merca. Hashtag perspective.
Well, it should come as no surprise that not everyone agreed.
Very proud American right there.
And not everyone that read that post in the Nextdoor app agreed with the sentiments. So that means we have to go straight to the comments.
Yep, we found our favorite comments from that post, sent them to Jason, not only reenacting the post itself, but also some of his favorite comments in whatever voice that he wanted. So are you ready for the first reaction to that post off of the Nextdoor app?
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
It's 3 a.m. on Monday morning and fireworks are still going off. Go yourself with your sound of freedom.
That person must live in Puyallup.
Oh, no.
I think last night, it was the first night where we did not hear fireworks before going to bed. It was kind of crazy. I was kind of expecting it. I'm like, weird. There's no fireworks going off.
So quiet out there.
This is nice again.
Well, I wish you would just take an M80, set it off in your bedroom, and then tell me if this is the sound of freedom you're attempting to wax poetic about.
Ooh, wow.
I just didn't say, like, put it on his head, like that unfortunate tragedy. I'm still, I mean, a portrait, I don't mean to say, but it blew my mind when someone did that.
Yeah.
You're like, what do you think?
I would never.
No.
I was trying to watch The Big Bang Theory, and the stupid neighbors wouldn't stop setting off fireworks. I could barely hear what they were saying on the show. It was that loud. And I love Sheldon.
Nerd.
Wow. So say, if only that show aired again. It's on, I think, all the time on the TBS channel.
Constant syndication.
Yeah, just put on TBS. There's or TNT, one of those. Good chance you could be able to watch The Big Bang Theory.
Shame on you. Think of the pets. Think of the vets. Think of the old people. Shame on you.
Can we get a video of Jason doing this sometime? I want to see what it looks like.
We should absolutely do that. That'd be fantastic. Pets, vets, and old people.
What? The old people can't hear. I don't understand.
I guess it could startle them. Give them maybe like their ticker's not the best anymore. You have a big boom, you can have a heart attack.
Oh, okay. If they can hear it.
Then you use the pet's excuse to get something like your brother and not set up fireworks over the weekend.
Oh my gosh, I was not happy with him about that yesterday.
It didn't work because he still did it.
At what time?
It's 9 a.m., but he wanted to do it at 6 a.m.
Well, we wanted to wake everyone up.
That was considerate of
Good
him.
morning. Breakfast is served.
Sound of freedom. You seem like the kind of guy that wrote poems for girls that weren't interested in you, small penis.
I have one more comment about that guy's post on the Nextdoor app complaining about people who complain about fireworks.
You. You. Kiss my ass with your sound of freedom. Oh, right off. I hope a firework goes up your nose and goes off. How's that for hashtag perspective? Talk about blowing your nose.
Always love the Jason commentary that comes into some of these posts. Oh, we do have one more.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Look out.
Tell me you don't have a job without saying you don't have a job. Loser.
There you go.
Well, how are they buying the fireworks if they don't have a job?
That ain't cheap. I know that. First-hand experience for a change. Got a couple of stupid little fireworks and it was over $100.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Why is the name Barrel trending, unfortunately? We're going to tell you what's trending after the Smashing Pumpkins.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know that for many of you, you've maybe had a long 4th of July weekend you're just coming back from, and a lot has been going on these past couple of days. So as you're waking up, we're going to help you out with what is going on in the world of pop culture. There's so much to sift through, but we are here to tell you what's trending.
Are you ready to know what's up? Stranded on the Daily Migs Show. Stranded, let's go. Let's go.
Hurricane Beryl made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane early this morning. They did declarations of disaster in like 120 counties. But they do say it has been recategorized to a tropical storm this morning. But there are about 2 million people out of power. And parts of Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana have issued tornado warnings as a result of this as well. So it hit at the coastal town of Matagorda, which is about 85 miles from Houston, and it's affected areas that were previously hit by Hurricane Harvey back in 2017.
People in Houston already had to deal with so much just a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah. So the sustained winds have now dropped down to about 70 miles an hour, but they were up to like 94 and above earlier this morning. There are tons of flash floods going on, lots of life-threatening conditions, and the emergency teams are already out, doing medical checks and responses and things of that nature. There were previously 9 deaths in the Caribbean when this storm went through, and then there's been 1 recorded so far in Houston. It's pretty crazy. The footage is wild. You can see like road signs sticking up with no indication that there's a street down below.
The first picture I saw, it was a weird thing to see, but then definitely like grabbed me. Then kept looking at pictures and videos, and it was just heartbreaking to see. But it was a picture someone just said, "Please don't hit us as hard as Harvey." And I was like, "What does that even mean?" And I realized it was about the Hurricane Harvey as well. Very compared to that, that doesn't even matter. But it was definitely the talk of the world of wrestling, and also just a lot of people are like, "Holy crap, he's calling it a day." And that's John Cena at Money in the Bank. He made this announcement.
Tonight, I officially announce my retirement from the WWE.
Now, he did it in true KISS form. He says, "I'm retiring in 2025. He's going to do all of 2024 if he shows up at all, but he's going to do everything in 2025. And then at the end of 2025, he's actually retiring. But a lot of people are giving him his flowers as he deserves. Yeah, obviously, an incredible career, 20 years plus, 16-time champion. They think maybe he'll give him one more chance to win a championship. So that way he'll be 17 and break a record and all that kind of stuff. But it is funny to see how, he's like, I still got another year and some months before I actually do call it quits.
And how old is he?
Late 40s.
Yeah.
And he's busy in the world of Hollywood with, was it Peacemaker? He's been crushing it with that. That's a great show. And then also he does a lot of movies as well. It's super fun on the big screen. So, I think it's just that he does love the world of wrestling, so he doesn't want to give it up. But his body's like, you need to give it up.
Plus, he's hosting Shark Week.
Isn't that happening right now?
Yeah, I believe so. He's like the main, because you remember how last year had The Rock or whatever, and then here's John Cena. I thought it was awesome.
And he's taking on a shark in a tables, ladders, and chairs match, I believe, on Friday.
Christina Applegate, the actress, she's been very open about her battle with multiple sclerosis recently, and she shared her bucket list items on social media. The biggest ones, she wants to work with Shirley MacLaine and have drinks with Cher.
Okay, well, I think that could happen.
Heck yeah. She was diagnosed back in 2021 with MS and has been really vocal about her health struggles. Even one of the award shows where she made an appearance, it was pretty hard to see. But she has been obviously drawing a lot of attention to MS and has launched a podcast called Messy, with the M and one of the S's capitalized, with fellow actress Jamie Lynn Sigler, who also has MS. So they're definitely bringing some more awareness and helping people understand a little bit about what this disease means to people.
And this is the most important thing to find out. Who won Nathan's hot dog competition? It wasn't, of course, our friend. Well, he's our friend, not really, but Joey Chestnut. It was this guy.
And the winner is Patrick Bertoletti. Chicago, Illinois.
It was all focused today, no mohawk, just hot water, and I wasn't going to stop eating until the job was done.
Yeah, he did it. He got 58 hot dogs. But here's the crazy part. Joey Chestnut did that as well, but did it in half the time.
No way.
And then he did that whole thing where he was eating with a bunch of military people, and he got crushed all the people that he was eating against. He was able to finish off all the hot dogs. I don't know if George is paying much attention to it, because your husband George is doing his eating competition this weekend.
Yes, this Saturday.
Let's go, George.
We have not practiced at all.
Did he watch any of the Nathan's hot dog competition stuff?
I don't think so. I think he was a little busy at Terrence's place, actually.
Busy keeping tabs on you at Terrence.
Yes. Well, and then falling asleep, so.
Will he try the tactic of dipping it's not hot dogs, it's donuts, but will he dip donuts in water?
Absolutely. I already made sure he's cool with that.
That's disgusting.
Especially a powdered one. I feel like it would just turn into a paste.
You got to do what you got to do to win. Come on, don't you want him to win?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I also would want to enjoy donuts. Donuts are delicious. Now here you are just dipping them in water, making them soggy.
I don't think you're going to enjoy many donuts after the first 4.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I think then you're going to get over it.
Do you at least get them? Will you let them enjoy the first one without dipping it into water? I feel like you're just a real battle axe of a coach.
Yes, this is a competition, dude. Every second counts.
It's a competition, dude.
Has he been sizing up the competition? Because I know all of the athletes, as you have told us they are called, are online.
I'm sizing them up.
You're sizing them up.
Yep.
Who do you think looks like the fiercest competitor?
Absolutely, my man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think George is going to show up. I think it's literally just going to be Sarah standing there with like streamers.
Go, George!
He never shows up.
If he doesn't make it into the top, if he doesn't win, I feel like you're going to be upset with him. But if he doesn't make it top 3, are you going to let him sleep in bed, or is he going to sleep on the couch?
On the couch. He's got to win.
The Daily Migs Show.
Question for you. What business couldn't use extra income? Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Right now, Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with ambitious Seattle businesses to become Amazon Hub partners. You and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area when it's convenient for you. And with each package delivered, your business gets paid. Sign up at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Rob from Arlington is. Rob, are you there?
I am.
I'm Sarah.
You're going down today.
Let's
I'm
see.
going to beat your Aspen, Colorado.
I love this confidence, Rob. I love this. I hope you do.
Save this audio for after the game. We'll see how things go.
All right.
You're going down today, Steve.
All right,
Let's
Steve.
go.
It is time for you to get out of here. And for those playing at home, Rob has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop are the mascots for what cereal?
Rice Krispies.
Yes. How many squares are on a standard bingo card?
16?
No.
32.
No.
Oh. 4? EINTO. 25.
There we go. Ruby is the birthstone for what month?
July.
Yes. What TV show host has recently been in the news for insuring his private parts for $10 million?
Pass.
As of 2023, what is the best-selling video game of all time?
PUBG.
No.
Fortnite.
No.
Pass.
What was the first state to legalize marijuana for medical use?
Oregon.
No.
Washington.
No.
Colorado.
No. How many compartments does a goat's stomach have?
7.
No.
5.
No.
3.
No. Baymax is the robot from what movie?
Who?
Baymax.
Dang it. Dang it. Saving Private Ryan.
No. Rob, you got 3 correct.
Ooh.
3. The first 3, actually.
No. Dang it.
I love that you thought it was at least 5. I wish I could give you 5. I still think even if I did, though, I don't think you'd win. But
that guy's smart. Steve is so smart at this stuff.
Oh, what did I walk in on? Sounds like somebody didn't do too well.
I think he's just lucky. Steve, are you ready?
Let's go. Yes. Now I'm fired up.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop are the mascots for what cereal?
Rice Krispies.
You know it. How many squares are on a standard bingo card?
20?
No.
25.
There we go. Yes. Ruby is the birthstone for what month?
This month? July?
Yes.
Yeah.
What TV show host has recently been in the news for insuring his private parts for $10 million?
It's like 12 kids. Nick Cannon.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
As of 2023, what is the best-selling video game of all time?
2023. Grand Theft Auto.
No.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
No.
That was difficult to get out.
I know, right?
Madden?
No. What was the first state to legalize marijuana for medical use?
For medical use. California.
Yes. How many compartments does a goat's stomach have?
3?
No.
4?
Yes.
Yep.
Baymax is the robot from what movie?
Short Circuit.
No.
I don't know. E.T.
No.
Debbie Does Dallas.
No. St. Lucia is an island country in what sea?
The Caspian?
No.
The Dead?
No. Steve, you got 6 correct, which is not great, but it is a win. 6-3.
Oh! No trip to Colorado for me there, Robbie.
You know, Rob was confident. I liked it.
And enthusiastic.
But he didn't
so
really
excited to be here.
But then the timer started.
Yeah, he didn't really talk the talk. He walked the walk, but love that you got Nick Cannon. Love that you knew that. I saw that and was like, wow.
And
really?
what is the reason that he did that?
I think because he's just a baby-making machine. I don't know. Why else would you insure your private?
I just don't understand.
Yeah, because he's already got
12
kids.
kids.
Yeah, but
what you should do is get a vasectomy.
Maybe he likes making children.
Well, he likes making them, but then does he like having to pay for 12 of them?
That's why he has to have like 3 gigs at a time.
Whew. And as of 2023, what is the best-selling video game of all time? I've never played this. Minecraft.
Oh, the
Me
children
neither.
love it.
Yep. What you got? California was the first state to legalize marijuana for medical use. How many compartments? You got 4. And Baymax is a robot from. Never seen this movie.
Big Hero 6.
Yes.
Wow.
The hell is Big Hero 6?
It's like a
Disney
children's
movie. Yeah.
thing.
Have you seen it?
Parts.
Have you been in a room while Lily's watching it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like
And-
me with Frozen.
St. Lucia is in what sea?
The Sea of
Caribbean. Tranquility. Wow, we are all really not that bright today.
Happy Monday, yo. Well, yesterday, Slash was hanging out at Easy Street Records with Migs and Danny, and you two met a rockaholic who shared a pretty amazing story about an opportunity his band had. It was the opportunity of a lifetime, opening up for an iconic Seattle band. You're going to get to hear his story after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
Well, big shout out to all the rockaholics who stopped by Easy Street Records yesterday for the Slash in-store performance. You guys met quite a few rockaholics, and one of them in particular had a very cool story.
Yeah. We met this guy by the name of Sean as he was like just getting ready to leave, and we're just BSing with him. And then he shared a bonkers story with us about his band. His band's called The Fibs, Fibs. And well, yeah, we just ended up pulling out our phone and just recording the story because it was just great. And also getting his review of Slash's performance over at Easy Street Records. All right, we are in Easy Street Records right now, and I'm hanging with Sean. Sean, how was the Slash show for you?
Unbelievable. I can't believe that's small, intimate venue, and we got a chance to get in. Probably one of the top 5 musical experiences I've had in my life, and I've seen some pretty cool stuff.
Now, would you put also in the top 5 right before we start recording this? You have to share the story about how you just opened up for MXPX at the Admiral Theater because you weren't even planning to open for them with your band, The Fibs.
We're The Fibs, yeah, out of Bremerton, and there was supposed to be the Ataris, and the singer got food poisoning. They called us at 4:30 in the afternoon, and we hadn't played for 6 months, and what are you going to do? You jump on it and you play, and we warmed up from 6:30 to 6:45 and played the set and played night 2, too. It was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
Right, back-to-back great experiences.
What a deal. What a deal.
How do people find out about your band? Where do you go?
Just check us out on Facebook. We're The Fibs Bremerton, or we're Fibs West Sound.
How amazing is that?
Right, to get a phone call back, hey, what are you doing? Can you open for our band today over at a sold-out Admiral Theater for a big show?
In 3 hours.
Yeah.
In literally like it was like 2 hours before they had to like get there and really just get on. And it's funny because we got there a little late because that day that we went on Friday to the show, and I had to fly Lily back to Tucson and then come back. And so I got into the airport at 6 o'clock. We're like racing over to Bremerton to get there for the show on time. So we get in and the opening band's playing, and it was supposed to be the Ataris. And I was like, this isn't the Ataris. And we go in and we're like, oh, it's this band called, and they're rocking, man. Like, I'm surprised they like could pull it off that quick.
So did you find out were they somehow connected to MX, like friends with the band?
I kind of imagine if they're a Bremerton punk band, I'd imagine like the circles, you run into each other. Bremerton's not that big of an area, and in the punk scene, I'd imagine that the MXPX guys got their finger on the pulse of the Bremerton punk scene.
Well, did you invite him to emo night?
I did every single time. Yeah.
Sean was an awesome dude. It was really cool getting to chat with him, and you could just like hear it in his voice how blown away he was that we just got to watch Slash, one of the greatest guitarists of all time, within a couple of feet apart of the fans. I mean, it wasn't like this isn't a big venue. Easy Street Records is not big. There's like 100 people in there, makes it packed.
And Steve and I were talking about it. It was such like an eclectic crowd of people. Like I was expecting to see like all these like old Guns N' Roses looking fans, and there's kids. There were people just walking by them. Can you imagine just walking by Easy Street on a Sunday night? Like, hey, I'm just going to escape the heat for a little bit. You walk by and you see Slash playing.
Yeah, he's just right there, just doing his guitar solos. One of the highlights, though, was we were standing next to Duff McKagan after like Duff introduced Slash, and then we were all just kind of like posted up on the stairwell. And Duff had a couple of guitar picks, and he gave them to like a roadie guy, and then the roadie found like these 2 young kids and handed them, and the kids were just looking at the pick like, "What the heck? This is amazing!" And then the roadie guy just points to Duff, says that comes from Duff, and all I could do was kind of laugh inside though, because I thought it was awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like as a parent, like that's such a cool moment, and I know Duff's a very proud dad as well. So I'm sure like these are the moments, but I'd imagine Duff in his 20s was trying to make different clientele happy. You know what I mean? Like it's funny how like times have changed. Like back in your 20s and 30s, you're giving a guitar pick to probably like the hottest chick there and be like, hey, come. It just comes from the bassist. Come on over and say what's up. And now it's like, oh no, give it to the cute kids, because that's really to see the look on the face of those kids was priceless.
Recruiting the next generation of GNR fans.
Oh, dude, one of the kids, after he got the pick, I don't even know if he watched Slash for the rest of the set. He's listening and bobbing his head while staring at this pick the entire time. I was like, that's a moment that you'll never forget. It was awesome. So shout out to Duff and also the roadie or manager, whoever it was for Slash, for making that happen.
We know that our rockaholics are massive music fans, but do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? If you can prove that to us, you're going to win tickets to see Korn and Gojira at the Tacoma Dome on October 10th. That is a 206-803-ROCK phone call you need to make right now to play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daly Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the Extreme Music Showdown. Let's play Hook or Shook. Please sign this waiver before we continue. Thank you. We'll drop a 1-second snippet of the hook of a song. If you can't name the song, watch out. You're gonna get shook.
Rockaholics, it is time to play Hook or Shook. Danny is going to play 1 second of a hook from a song that he chose, and your job is to guess what it is. This week, we're playing for tickets to see Korn and Gojira at the Tacoma Dome on October 10th. That is going to be fire.
I was gonna say, that's a real chill show.
Yeah, super chill. This morning, our competitor is Spencer from Bonnie Lake. Good morning, Spencer.
Good morning, guys.
So you've got to get both of these songs right to win the prize. The first song, you'll be on your own to an extent. The second one, this is where you can get shook. A member of our show at random has to get it right for you. And if that doesn't happen, you will lose and caller 9 will get the tickets instead. So let's see who you're playing with. Will it be me, Migs, or Sarah?
Spin that wheel. That hasn't landed on Sarah in a minute.
Dude.
Not today.
And not today. Not today. It landed on Taryn.
I feel like I've been on a roll.
You have been,
This
T-Dog.
wheel is unbalanced, but I'm happy to help out Spencer.
Woo.
All right, here is your first clip.
Oh, man.
I can help you.
Can you?
Yes. Let's hear it again, though.
Okay.
That's all I got. I'm having a tough time with this one.
All right.
That's so hard to get over the radio.
I think I've got it. Danny, tell me if I'm giving him the right hints here. The drummer of the band is Dave Grohl.
Oh, man. It's, I can hear the song now. I don't even care. You don't even care.
It's another word for, I almost said it. Reproduction.
Yes, good one.
Another word for reproduction?
Yeah, another word for making babies.
Is the name of the song?
Yes.
Yeah. Gosh.
The band has Dave Grohl as the drummer. Do you know the band?
I do. It's,
Does he?
And Kurt Cobain was the lead singer.
yes. It's, damn it. I know that it's Nirvana, right? But
Yes.
I can't see. I can hear the song. I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
The song rhymes with weed.
Yeah. I was going to say feed.
Weed?
Oh, wow. You know what? Sadly, cursing will disqualify you. And also, I mean, how many more hints do we give this guy?
Can I just say that it was breed?
Dude, both times that you played it, I had no idea who it was. I thought it was the Foo Fighters. Nice. So when you said Dave Grohl, I'm like, yeah, got this. And then you said drums. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a Nirvana song. For some reason, my brain wasn't connecting the two.
206-803-ROCK, caller 9 gets to go see Korn and Gojira at the Tacoma Dome on October 10th.
Saw a bunch of cool Nirvana shirts, and also like, look, if you have a kid, there's some cute little onesies as well over at Easy Street Records when Danny and I were there. Obviously they're known for records because they're Easy Street Records, but man, they have a great selection of T-shirts.
T-shirts, hats.
Yeah.
Even CDs nowadays.
What are those? There was a few moments where Danny was definitely being the devil on my shoulder. I came so close to buying a Pearl Jam hat. I pulled the plug on it. I was like, no, don't need it right now. But it was a pretty sweet
You
Pearl
guys
Jam
are great
hat.
influences on each other when it comes to targeted ads and buying
World's
things.
worst friends when it comes to spending money properly.
Did
Or
you
best
see this
friends.
new
Yeah.
shirt? Did you see this new jersey? Did you see this new
Oh, I was
hat?
like, did you see the Blink-182 T-shirt they have here? He's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, it's really nice. You should get it.
Then I was like, hey, Steve, did you see those Kraken season tickets? It's pretty nice.
If we talked about something this morning that you want to talk about, Rockaholics, please do give us a call now. The number is 206-803-ROCK, and we will check in with the Rockaholics after 3 doors down.
The Daily Migs Show.
Throughout the morning, we have received text messages and phone calls from you, fine Rockaholics, but we've not yet had a chance to get with everyone and catch up. So the time has come. Give us a call if you want to chime in on anything we've hit on this morning or anything that's on your mind at all. 206-803-ROCK.
Someone did have a question about a certain show that they watched on Netflix, and I'm glad they brought it up because I forgot I even watched it. Anyone check out the Beverly Hills Cop movie?
No.
There's a brand new Beverly Hills Cop movie. It's on Netflix. So, of course, I'm a little nervous about that. But it stars Eddie Murphy. I think he might have directed it or helped write it. It's all about Axel Foley. And I'll be honest with you, I was thoroughly entertained by this movie. It was super fun.
10 out of 10 recommend?
Well, for a Netflix, I have to preface it. For a Netflix film, 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Easily. It's not groundbreaking or anything like that, but it reminded me so much of those old Beverly Hills Cop movies. It was just as cheesy. It was fun action. I thought it was a fun movie.
Well, that's cool. I'm going to watch it then.
Yeah, definitely worth watching if you got nothing better to do. I'm not helping sell this film. It's hot outside. Watch this and stay cool.
That's a good call.
Somebody wanted to know how everyone's 4th was. We've talked quite a bit. You could always download our podcast at the Daily Migs Show Daily Podcast at the Odyssey app. One person we haven't talked about their 4th of July weekend was Danny V. And Danny had a very interesting place that he decided to celebrate the 4th that involved ladies.
I wish people could see the gesture you just made.
You went to a certain restaurant.
Ladies.
Oh, yeah, we did. Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I forgot that we went there. I was like, where do we go?
I saw you mention that. I was like, wait a second. Of all places to go for the 4th of July, you ended up at Twin Peaks.
You know what's funny is, me and my girlfriend and our friend Joe, we were all like, where should we go? And we were thinking, like, because there was a Mariners game at 1 o'clock on the 4th of July. And I was like, that would be kind of fun to go do like a 4th. But then we remembered there's a Sounders game, too, that we were all going to. And I was like, we're going to spend a ton of money there. So let's just go find a bar and, post up and have some beers and watch the Mariners game instead of going to the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
So we started looking at places in West Seattle. Everything was closed. Like, everything was closed, which I was like, that's weird. Like, most of the places that we would normally hit up, everything was closed for the holiday. So I was like, one place. And I got an email, like, immediately from Twin Peaks because I'm a part of their
rewards program.
The rewards program.
Just stepping through those doors is a reward, isn't it, Danny?
Yes. And so I get the email, and it's like, hey, we're open on the 4th. And I was like, Yeah, I want to go to Twin Peaks. And Lynn and Joe were both just like, let's go.
Hell yeah.
We drive down to South Center, and sure enough, air-conditioned, 29-degree beer. We got some appetizers. We got a burger, and we just sat there and watched the Mariners
Wait,
game.
you got food at a restaurant?
Oh, I know,
That's
right?
bonkers. I do know. The ultimate selling point is air conditioning and cold-ass beer.
Yeah, and it was like they had, the funny thing was they didn't even have the audio piped in from the Mariners game, though. They were just playing like all this country music because America. And I was like, can we just like listen to the game, please? But man, it was such a great time.
I've yet to be at the Twin Peaks here in Washington. We've been to the one, I can't remember where, in Arizona once
we went
for
to
a
the
hockey tournament, and I've never been to the one here in Washington.
I've never been to one. I've never been to any.
Show lunch?
Let's go, field trip.
I mean, you guys love Hooters, right? I mean,
I sure
it's the same thing. I would even argue better because they have the 29-degree beer, which if you don't know what that is, they literally have a refrigerator that keeps all of their beer at 29 degrees. So when you get it, it's a little slushy.
Ooh.
The glass is a little frozen.
I love the frozen glass.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Let's go. What is the Hawk Tua girl doing now that is getting her $30,000 a pop? And it actually has nothing to do with the actual Hawk Tua.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tua and spit on that thing. You hear me?
You're going to find out what she's up to at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Her name is Haley Welch, but you know her better as the viral sensation of the Hawk Tua girl.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tua and spit on that thing. You hear me?
We get you.
She is making money.
Yes.
And it's not merch sales.
Yet,
but she has been booking appearances at the iconic Memory Motels pop-up in New York, and they are paying her $30,000.
I don't even know what that is, what you just said, and it's iconic. Do you know? No. If anyone would know, it would be Sarah, I feel.
Sarah's our little New York Globetrotter.
And I have no idea what that is. And what?
Don't you go to New York?
Am I a
frequently?
basketball player? Yes. No, I've been there like twice in the past like bajillion years.
It was a very strange way to refer to her. You're a New York Globetrotter.
But I'll take it, okay?
I mean, that's 4 times that I've been there.
It makes me sound way cooler than I actually am.
So she's also on social media recently talking about her fame because things have definitely changed for her. Here are some of the pros and cons about going viral.
I got over my stage fright. I sang in front of 80,000 people with Zach Bryan the other night. And I cannot sing for but
She just yelled Hawk Tua into the microphone, I think. It was pretty funny, though.
But I did it anyway. I quit my job at the Spring Factory, and so I don't have to eat Taco Bell all the time, but I'm still going to do it anyways. Well,
I'll be honest. At first, I was like so just done with this girl, but the more she keeps showing up, she just seems real likable. Like, I'm actually okay with, like, I don't know why, but I'm like, yeah, you know what, kind of have fun. Be successful because you spit on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
well, it's not all delightful. I have to convince my pawpaw not to shoot the paparazzi outside of our house every day because they've been camped out here for like 2 weeks. Stop asking me for the link in bio for my OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans, and there will never be an OnlyFans. I just make funny jokes. That's all I do.
You know, the more I listen to her, like this is just because I was watching Hannah Montana so much during when Lily was here. She sounds a lot like Miley Cyrus. Like
has a little bit of that rasp going.
Twang, you know what I mean?
No, we want nothing but good things for her. We must protect her at all costs.
I've heard like I heard of her whole like community because she lives in like a real small town and everybody's like being super protective of her. It seems like she's just a decent person that just said a dumb joke on a microphone and it was on camera and it just spread virally. Now here she is having to deal with this crap.
Look at her go.
People asking for your OnlyFans, which is like, I mean, I might be attractive, but that doesn't mean I'm going for OnlyFans all the time.
Yet.
Okay. Yes. Once that $30,000 stops coming from those New York Globetrotter places, right? What are you talking about?
Well, the temperatures in Seattle are very hot, but the baseball is absolutely not. How bad is it? We're going to tell you during the Daily Migs download after Green Day.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And our dear friend Ryan Castle is here.
Yeah.
Repping a GNR shirt.
Coincidentally, I wore my Guns N' Roses shirt today. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
After these guys were hanging with Slash yesterday, and he's playing tonight at Marymore Park.
Sweating, just hot.
We got to ask the $1 million question to Ryan. How'd you beat the heat this weekend?
Well, I have a basement at my house, which was
That helps.
super great. But most of the weekend I spent outside at the Waterfront Blues Festival in Portland, which was just scorching hot. It was like 100 degrees every day. It was just a beating. But I also brought out the kiddie pool yesterday.
Yeah. Let's freaking go.
Jumped in the kiddie pool, yeah.
Can't go wrong with the kiddie pools.
It was great. It was great.
Hey, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. And I don't know why I let these guys bother me as much as they do, but it's every season, and this season seems to be hurting even more. The Mariners still suck, but they're still in first place for some reason. They lost.
Yeah, I mean, if they were in the National League or any other American league,
right,
they would not be competitive.
They're just, thank goodness that the Astros started losing again, because they're still 2 games up on them. For how long, who knows? But lost in extra innings to the Blue Jays yesterday, 5-4, 5 straight series losses. But here's the infuriating part. They had bases loaded in the 10th. They blew that. They also had bases loaded in the 9th. They blew that. They also had bases loaded in the 8th. They blew that. So the runners in scoring position situation is always a problem with the Mariners, and it continues. But hey, congratulations to Logan Gilbert from the Mariners. He got named to the All-Star team.
I saw the White Walkers all over downtown when I got back to town on Saturday.
Dude, rough weekend for the Mariners.
There is a record-breaking heat wave, in case you haven't noticed, and it's going to be in effect until tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the evening. I think tomorrow's going to be like 93 in Seattle or something like that.
Sweat.
So
Gold Bond season.
If you got to be outside, wear your sunscreen, drink a lot of water, hang out in Ryan Castle's basement.
Or in the kiddie pool.
Find him in his backyard.
You got a new pool too, Steve.
If it's still standing by the time I get home, I've learned a valuable lesson that, you know what? The level, your floor has to be level for a pool to work properly.
Yeah, my yard's a little slopey. My kiddie pool definitely had a deep end and a shallow end.
Yeah, we had to move our pool because it overflowed.
Displacement. There's science happening right now.
Bunch of idiots that we are. Like you mentioned, the weather's crazy. 90 degrees is going to be our high today. It's going to be sunny as well. So try and figure out a way to stay cool, Rockaholics. The DMV is brought to you by Kia of Puyallup, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic, with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for